Disappointing loss for the guys. Got off to a great start with Chubba. Credit to Wisconsin. I thought they did some things, wore us down a little bit. Some guys got banged up for us on defense, came out of the game, got out to overtime and just couldn't get the stop, and then couldn't convert one of those plays at the end. So disappointed for our guys. Proud of the effort that they did give. A lot of things that we've talked about were significantly improved, but just wasn't quite enough in a close ball game.
That sequence at the end, how did you want to work the clock in the last minute there when you didn't get your full set of plays there at the end?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that we got into field goal range first. You know what I mean? I wanted to make sure that we had a chance to get down. We were going to take one shot at the end zone. Kind of akin to last week. I felt good about the kick. I wanted to make sure he got in range to make the kick. Give him a chance to take a shot at the end zone and go from there. So, looking back, maybe should have called that earlier. So maybe we had two shots at the end zone. But I know a lot of people ask me why I didn't just run the ball last week and kick it last week. So, I thought we had a good play there. Billy, he gave Billy a chance, kind of the same thing we did before the first half, and then kicked it. So we got big, ran the ball because we wanted to make sure that we were within range, and then got the first down. But that was really kind of the thought process.
How did you think Chubba played, and just how many plays did you feel like you had at the end to run it overtime, getting all the plays you were?
All the plays. I'm sorry that.
All the plays you guys played were at regulation, but how did you think Chubba played?
I thought Chubba played really well. One play along the sideline where maybe it was an interception, the ball went out of bounds, but I thought he protected the football. I thought he pulled the ball down when they went to run. I thought he converted third downs. I thought he was hot in the first half. He thought he ran the football. We didn't call a lot of designed quarterback runs or anything like that, but he was doing a nice job, in my opinion, of just, if it wasn't there, pulling the ball down and going. So, obviously we hit a little bit of a lull there at the beginning of the second half. That's kind of watching them. That's kind of what they've done to people, and but found a way at the end to go make some plays. So for his first start for us, this year, I thought it was really something to build on.
Coach, what was the biggest issues, I guess, where you scored 14 right away, and then there's that lull, like you said, just what was going on?
Yeah, I think we moved the football. We moved the ball down. Had 4th and 1. Didn't get the 4th and 1. This was a game, right? I thought, hey, I'm going to probably collect points, but basically there's not an analytic that doesn't say to go for them 4th and 1, and it's really less than 1. So disappointed that we didn't get that. That's a play that to win these games, come to Madison, win these games, I think you got to get. I think that certainly would have helped us, right? It's like it's 14-0. I think it was 14-0. Forgive me if I'm off, but 14-0. You get that 4th and 1. All of a sudden now, that can kind of sometimes be the backbreaker. And plus, we're still a little bit further out. Come down at the end, you go to kick the field goal at the end. You take one shot. Try Malachi in the corner route. It's not caught. You go to kick the field goal. It's not quite there. So I thought those things were pretty good. And then just unfortunately, some of the plays we tried to be aggressive on. Run a reverse. They hit it for a loss. Wanted to give the guys a chance to make some plays. And just didn't quite make them. So a lot of the ball game was being played because some of their punt returns on our side of the field. So a couple of times, I punted even with 7 minutes left. That's a tough decision right there analytically. The book probably says to go for it, but I punted it, trusting our defense, and then we would get the ball back, and we did. So, I made some tough calls there. But I think overall, they came out early on. They had some different things they did defensively. We really hurt those things, and they went back to kind of what they do. Some of the corner pressures bothered us, but I thought we made plays. And then just even at the end, those last 3 plays, right? We run a quarterback draw with an RPO. Corner comes, he side adjusts it. The guy knocks it down. Ball's just off Malachi's hands. Ball's just off Jalen's hands. So I think you saw a lot of things from Chubba in terms of his willingness to stand in there and compete. And so, we got one game left. I would love to see those guys. I think we put the tough thing. It's hard to say this when you lose, right? But we're pulling a lot of things together. The quarterbacks. I don't know. Do we have a turnover tonight? Yeah. Yeah, at the end, yeah. So, but in terms of throughout the course of the game, I thought we protected the football, and but just wasn't quite enough.
When did you know that Heinrich wasn't going to be able to go?
He could go. It's kind of like I said to you guys on Thursday. He was in uniform, just hadn't really practiced, and was kind of been out there on a limited basis. So it made sense to put Chubba out there and let him play. And I thought he had a good week, and I liked the way he looked last week. And he certainly came out like gangbusters and got us going. But I think even in the interim on the plays where we didn't quite get, I wouldn't put any of that on him. I thought he did a really nice job tonight.
How much did Mordecai hurt you guys?
I think that's really when you go back and look at it, right? And the drives, the drives now run together for me. But we have the touchdown drive. I think for them to take the lead, it's like 2nd and 18, and we blitz and we hit him, and he shakes us off and runs. We're a team that prides itself on our defense, and the defense prides itself on tackling. And reverse that play, a lot of guys had opportunities to make some of those plays. And so, sometimes when we talk about momentum, we talk a lot about the offense and all those things. To me, defense, we could use a sack fumble. He ran a lot of quarterback draws tonight. Tony was blitzing them. He was twisting them. We would love to come off and make a play on one of those plays. So credit to them, though. Credit to Tanner. He made the plays at the end. I mean, it was, when you think about it, it was a quarterback draw at the end that won the game for them in overtime that got them down there. And so that'll be frustrating for us. I thought we did a good job of stopping like the downhill runs, but Allen ran hard, and they made just enough plays on third downs.
Was that on that third down call? It wasn't blitz, but what was the third down call when Mordecai went right up the defense?
I can't remember that right now. I'm sorry. You're talking about the very last one. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. I'd hate to say that to you. Pretty much everything down the stretch was some version of a twist or a pressure, just because of kind of the number one play we were trying to stop after a while was just a quarterback draw. And I thought he did a nice job. 6 hit us across the middle several times in man. So they made the plays down the stretch. I mean, he's played a lot of football. He's in his 6th year. He came out to compete, playing with a broken hand, and he competed and he made plays. So I got to give him a lot of credit.
Coach, what are the challenges now of just coming back, turning on a short week, getting back late, having to get your guys ready for another rivalry-type game the weekend on Friday?
Yeah, I mean, these guys are pretty crushed right now. They're pretty crushed emotionally. And, but that, that's okay. It shows that they care. And it shows that they put a lot into it. And, sometimes in life, we give up on our dreams, but the dreams never give up. Our dream never gives up on us. Is one thing I've always believed. And so, I'd love nothing more than to go out there with them on senior day and go battle a great Iowa team, a ranked team, and play them at home and try to go get a 6 win and go to a bowl game and extend this for these guys. But even if it doesn't work out, I'm honored. I'm honored to take the field with those seniors, and I'm honored to be out there with them. And they've wanted to win, and obviously when you want to win, you want to be tangible. But a lot of guys have done so many good things, and so we'll down the stretch, those last 2 balls. You think about those last 2 balls, the last 3 balls, right? They got thrown to 2 true freshmen, and Malachi and Jalen. And I put my arm around Jalen. I was like, that play's gonna come to you 1,000 times, and you'll make it. But those seniors are the ones who've built a culture where Gifford runs out and puts his arm around Jalen Lloyd. So I'd love to see these guys go play one last game. I'd love to see them, shoot. At the end of the day, we're 5-6 with a chance to go be bowl eligible, play a great Iowa team. I'm excited for them. We'll bounce back. These guys, they don't quit, and but they are hurting right now, and they are hurting right now, both physically and emotionally. And but you know what? As I said, that's okay. It's part of life. We have to learn to not shy away from that, lean into it. And I bet you, Iowa's a really good team. I bet you these guys bounce back and they play hard on Friday.
You mentioned that 4th down decision early in the second quarter where he didn't get it, and it seemed like a moment in the game after that where Wisconsin kind of took some momentum. They had a touchdown drive after that. Have you seen your guys? Did you see your guys in that moment not react the way that you want to something that goes against them? It was obviously 14-0, everything was going your way until about that time.
Yeah, I didn't feel that. I mean, I think at the end of the day, it comes down to tackling, right? Like you make a tackle, you make a block, you cover a guy. I didn't think there was any lack of emotion or passion out there. I mean, I mean, our guys, we lost a lot of guys during the game. Guys were stepping up. We had, you have a true freshman out there who's redshirting, returning kicks. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there laying it on the line. So, I honestly think, Mitch, our guys like it when we go for it. They like feeling like, hey, we're trying to win the game. So, there's nothing that I think they would, that said that. I think you're facing a Wisconsin team that, I mean, what was the final score of the game, guys? 24-7. Yeah, I mean, take out overtime. They gave up. I mean, our guys on defense probably don't feel great about the game. They gave up 17 points, to a team that knows how to score. I mean, shoot, I think that just they made a couple plays, and we went into the lead. We went into the lead at halftime. Into halftime with the lead, excuse me. It's really more to me about just in the second half, just making a couple plays. I think they found some things that bothered us, and tempo runs with some routes and some shifts, and Phil Longo's a great offensive coordinator. They did some really good things, but I think Tanner made a bunch of plays. So I didn't feel that. I just thought that was part of the back and forth of the game. Like, to me, I always knew the game was going to come down to the last. I mean, I say that, I think that every week when you guys interview, I'm like, guys, we're going to play the game. It's going to come down to the very end. Like Nick comes through on the sack on second down, runs the guy over, kind of gets tripped up. He sacks that guy, all of a sudden they're out of field goal range, and it doesn't, overtime changes, right? Like, to me, it just came down to one play, very simply one play. And unfortunately, they made that play. Credit to them. But we'll be back, and we'll make those plays many more times than we don't. Thanks, guys.